Okay, we're gonna get started right now. We are going to get started. Wait for it. This is just make sure people get on the stream, yo. So, how's everyone doing today? We'll just turn this down a little bit. See what's good, what's good, what's good. All right. Let's see. Okay. So to get to it, let's start with a DXY real quickie. So with the DXY, we're gonna go on the weekly time frame and do a quick top-down analysis. Now on the weekly time frame, what we see is a high, a low, lower high, potentially a lower low, a little bit bearish long term. Let's see. What I'm going to be looking for here are some kind of points of interest and institutional candles and so forth. Let's see. We can see we have an amazing level of resistance right over here. Come on, there you go. We can see that we are experiencing some sort of resistance up over here, which might be just a point for us to rebalance. Let's see. All right, so on the daily. So right now I have two indicators with me. I do use three in total. Now the indicators are only um, sets of confirmations that I will use to make sure that I am on the right side of the market. So I do have the MACD 4C and I have the Traders Dynamic Index, the TDIGM. So on the daily, let's see what we've got on the daily. It's interesting. It's interesting. So on the daily, we still have the same kind of structure: a low, high, lower low, lower high. If I would use the MACD once more, it will help me identify my structure points. This was a high that led to this low. So on the daily time frame, I am going to be jumping on the line chart and I'm going to be taking a fib and I'm going to be measuring, let's say, from this high to this low. Now I have three areas that are my personal points of interest, whether it is for a sell or for a buy. In our case, for a sell. My first area, which I will highlight, is the 78.6 and the 71.6. Now I'm going to write daily POI on that one. And then my last deep retracement key level that I am looking for will be the 88.6. So make sure that's there. And I will put it in gold and I will call that daily 88.6 just to see, where we are currently in respect to the market structure and the market cycle. So we would go back to the candle chart. We could see that we could potentially see some more movement to the upside with the US dollar just to come and mitigate whatever is down here to go lower. That is something possible. Now, if I haven't already explained, obviously everything that you see today within this stream is purely for educational purposes. All the charts analysis that I am sending in and sharing and explaining are purely my own beliefs of the market and my own estimates and my own predictions or forecasts for the market. Now, as you know, you always need to use proper risk management and capital management. Guys, just don't go ahead and copy everything that I do. Just see how I do it and then approach it in your own way. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor in any way, shape, or form. Now, back to the DXY. On the daily, we have set up a potential reversal area, which is the daily point of interest and the daily AA.6. Now let's jump on the 4-hour and see what we have here. Our internet is a little bit slow. Okay, so we can see our points of interest that we marked up are over there. We can go ahead and take care of this daily Fibonacci, or was it the weekly? Okay, so we see previously I have marked up that we've had liquidity down here and then we've come to run it down. So price action seems to be healthy. So let me go ahead and put down a couple of texts. Yeah, so we said on the weekly we are bearish. On the daily we are bearish. Now on the H4, what do we look like we're doing? We have been on a downtrend. However, we went to this low. We got to this low. We manipulated a few highs up here, and then lower, higher low, higher high. Could we be seeing a reversal? Alright, so this I'm going to mark up on my structure lows. Alright, I'm going to just go ahead in the line chart so I can go ahead and skip all this noise. Alright, so I'm going to call this, obviously, it's my H4 structure low. Just to help us find our structure points, right? There you go, my second structure low. Obviously, I'm looking at the MACD to help me identify structure points, as you see. Guys, feel free to drop down any comments if you have any questions. Ooh, seems like we've had a structure low here, but let's take the one down here for it to do that. The low, okay. I might not even take this as a structure low, to be honest with you. But let's see. Let's try and get a structure high on the H4. Now we said the first one would be up here. H4 high. The second one is up here. And the third one is up over there. Now I'm gonna quickly back test and see what price has been doing. Understand what is the DXY's movement, what has it been doing, and see if I can find it repeating its pattern or its price action better than pattern within the past few. So this doesn't seem like it was a deep retracement. So I'm not really gonna take it as a structure low, really. Now I'm gonna delete this line and I'm gonna delete this line, and I'm not gonna consider that as my structure low. In fact, this is my structure low that led to this high right over there. Alright, structure low. I'm gonna ignore all of this noise because it is some kind of consolidation area. So I am, however, going to take my POIs for the buy side, which was right around here. Cool. And my 88.6, which was right around there. Now, I'm going to get rid of the fib. Quickly call this my H4 POI. And now our second one, which is from this low to this high. See, this is what's going to help me identify my structure points and identify the kind of price action that I would like to see. So it will help me in my if-then scenarios. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm marking up the 88.6 and I'm marking up the POI. So I'm going to call this my H4 88.6. No, that's the H4 POI. H4 POI. Alright, and this is the H4 88.6. And this is as well the H4 88.6. Cool. Now coming back to the candle chart, here's where price seems to respect the order flow so much. Look at that. Low, high, lower low, higher high. So we accept that in the 4 hour we do look bullish for a couple there. On the 1 hour, let's see on the 1 hour. Actually, let's go back to the 4 hour really quick and come to the nearest price action. And let's see what we can see over here. I see a potential institutional candle right over there. Obviously, because we're not going to keep looking at the market all the way down there, as it might take some time to get there. So I'm going to now start coming in closer. I'm going to start coming in closer. So that was my H4. Let's see on the 2 hour. I like that on the 2 hour. It's left an imbalance as well. And on the 1 hour. Okay. Keeps looking better and better. Now if I would take structure points, I could see a high, a low, lower, no, a low, a high, sorry about that, lower low, higher low, higher low, consolidation area, consolidation area. So what could we be doing right now? What is our motive here? What are we doing? Now we said we wanted to take price higher, but what are we doing still? Why are we not taking price higher? We've seen that we have liquidity sitting around up here, potentially up there as well, potentially up here as well. So more good on the bullish side. So let's just keep having a strong dollar, right? I don't want to go in too deep in it, but let's say we just have a strong US dollar for now. So we are going to be looking for, here it is, I'm going to just write it down. If DXY is bullish, then XXX USD goes down and USD XXX will go up. Alright, and then same thing again. If it's bearish, then that goes up and that goes down. So this is our interpretation right now for the DXY and the movements. Right now we have a bearish, so we're going to be looking for to short any XXX USD pair. We go ahead for the euro, for example, and I believe the euro USD does come just like my analysis just did. It does, because we are looking for shorts, to be honest, on the USD as well. If I would take my hour time frame, I was looking to take shorts from this area. Price never really came to visit that area, however. So let's see what we do. Now, Euro USD, let's start from the daily time frame. If I would take away all drawings on the daily, what do I see? What do I see? I see a pretty bullish scenarios. So I look around this area over here. Okay. On MACD, what are we seeing? Potential reaccumulation area. That is definitely a reaccumulation. It looks like the first half is a distro, second half is an accumulation. So we won't take that as for any lows. Just call it a low. Grab it right here. High. higher low, higher high. Liquidity. Just take a quick fib to mark this daily area up. There, just around there. Yo, do you hear that beeping?
Yeah, it's the electric key.
Alright.
It's 39 pence. It's gonna go.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's quite nice out there, man. Let's get out there.
Now, we will be getting out, absolutely, but I'm in the middle of the stream right now. That's alright. Okay, so that's the daily 88. Whoa. No. So this is going to be the daily point of interest, the daily POI. Gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna see the 88.6 daily. We're getting it on. All right, come back here. Euro USD on the 4-hour time frame. Let's see. Bearishness, obviously. Bearishness. Alright, let's just do this. Euro USD on the H4. We bearish. Alright. Let's try this. See, we don't have a lot of volume coming in the market yet. Low, high, low. High that manipulated that high to a lower low. Come on now. Come on now. Okay, so on the 2-hour, what do we see on the 2-hour? On the 2-hour, we are maintaining a little bit. We are maintaining. This was my last low, right there. So we are certain that this was the last low, because it was. Let's get that over here. All right. I'm just gonna get that. Okay, so as we see, this was the last low that created this high. So this is our range, or external range, let's say, for now. And then we had this low that only pushed this high, which is not much. I guess this is the FOMC right there. So let's go on the line chart. There to there. Yeah, for sure. Okay, from there to there, we still have this H2 POI. Looks really good. H2 POI. And look at the respect on the 88.6 as well. I am going a little slow, but there isn't really no need to rush anything right now. Just to find our structure points where we could see reversals, where we could see everything. That way, even we could take some devil's advocate positions. Okay, on the 1-hour. So every vertical line over here, and over here, that is 8 a.m. That's the London opening. So we can see exactly what happened at each London open. Alright, that's cool. So on the 1-hour, let's see price. Price action is saying that we have, oh, that was the low on the H4. Remember that low? And then what we created, a high, a low, lower high, lower low, lower high on the lower low. So that was a bearish kind of accumulation schematic maybe. And then boom, we had the up thrust. And we're coming back to mitigate our H4 POI. That's where we opened, just as the week opened. Let's see if we can find anything on the indicator as well. Yeah. Alright, check this out. So if I take a line chart, you can see that price here made a low, high, high, higher high. Alright, so price did this. I'm just gonna keep that in white and I'm gonna keep it really big. So we had that, but then we had convergence. What is that? Divergence. So we did have divergence between the two on the H1, which means that we would see that drop, and this is what just happened actually. We came back to mitigate and we dropped. We dropped right here. We fixed that convergence, divergence. Now we were doing it again. We were going lower, higher low, lower low. Over here we had the low, a higher low. So that is convergence. And then we had that spike up. So just back testing from everything, you could see that I've done the same thing over and over and over and over again. Over here is where I took a fib from the low to the high, marked up my POI and my 88.6 levels, and then I just let it be as it is. What's going on here? No comments. So what let's see, we've marked up over there. We have a 45-minute IC candle, we have a 2-hour IC candle here, a lot of things, right? I've already marked up your USD, so just don't get too confused when you see anything. So now here's what needs to happen. Here's what needs to happen for me to take any positions. Price needs to form a low and come up. I would like to see a low beneath here. Oh, we already did. We closed down here on the H2 candle. Let's see if I could do anything with the line chart. So this is a high. This was a low. This is still a part of the low. Okay, we formed another low here that mitigated anything over here. We can say that this mitigated this, this mitigated this. If this was our low, we take a Fibonacci from up there to up here. It will give us our points of interest. Now check this out. Check this out. Here's one, just where price is at. Now this could have happened ever since yesterday at 6 p.m. You know, we could have marked this up because we had that high around 5 p.m. So if this was my 88.6, I'll mark that up as my M15 88.6. Okay, now we are ready. We are ready. So basically, since we did come up here, it is good if we wanted to hedge any buys. Now, if we wanted to hedge any buys, if we wanted to go on lower time frame, I want to see a higher time frame breakup structure, a lower time frame breakup structure. Now, if I wanted to see any buy scenario, since we are in my point of interest, this blue area, I would like price to do something like this. Alright. I'd like price to come up, take care of this, and this is where I will be looking for entries. Run there to take this thing higher. And higher. Maybe we could see some kind of consolidation down here. Obviously that's where we set our stop losses, you know. We set our stop losses whatever we want. And we continue. So these would be my requirements to go on for a buy, really. Any requirements to take a buy on Euro USD? I would need to see this price action. So far nothing. Let's do a quick case study. So I'm gonna go back on a 15-minute and go to yesterday. Now yesterday was a really interesting day. Hold on. Okay. So I went live just as Zach Morgan went live. That's funny. Okay. Case study yesterday. Yesterday we were seeing this. Yesterday we were seeing this. Price came down here, opened from the week. Now I've found a couple of points of interest that I've had on the 15-minute from this high to this low. Right, we're finding that resistance area right there. Yep. And then we've had another one right there. In fact, yeah, we can take this a bit low. Or we can take this dude a bit. So once I go on the candle chart, you'll understand. But this is what I did. Structure high, structure low. All the way down. There. Internal structure. Which was the 1 hour point of interest. Alright. So I wanted to sell up here. I wanted to sell up here. Maybe find another sell up here. Ooh, it happened. Look at that. On the 19th of March. I would have had a sell that would look something like this. Obviously just at 8 a.m. is when I will be executing any trades. My stop loss would go just above this high. We're on the 6 pip stop loss. My TP just at this low. So I went to 7 almost. You know what I'm saying? So same thing would happen over and over and over and over again. I would find the highs, find the lows, find the structure points. You know, that was a sick one. That was a sick trade. What I could have done it on the candle chart, obviously, is put my stop loss above the high. And my entry probably around the 88.6. Boom, that's a 1 to 7.5 right there. Alright, so again, the week opened. What did I do when the week opened? Fib, high to low. Find that POI, find that 88.6. Now we know where we want to sell. Price came slowly up. Boom. Now what did we say? I had a sell right around here between, this was my sell area, my M15 POI and my 88.6. So Mo hopped on a sell with the stop loss right above the high. Okay, this was on the 15-minute. The sell was going good, going in profit. Now I would scale down into lower time frame. Now once we were coming over, obviously what I did is I'd set the devil's advocate positions as well. but on the 1 minute time frame is where I would take these trades. Alright, let's just zoom out. Here we go. So what happened here? We got to our first POI. We never really sold because we did not get that price action. This was at 8 a.m. Market opened over here. 8 a.m. this happened. I wasn't trading at 8 a.m. yesterday. Came around New York. Exactly 1 p.m. right over here. Now what happened? Right, 1 p.m. is where the price came to my higher time frame point of interest. Alright, came up. What do we see? It's creating these highs. I like this drop. I liked it a lot because it broke this liquidity structure. So what did I do? On the 1 minute, if I go on the line chart, you can see exactly what I did. I threw a fib from potentially this high to this low. Yep. And then you can see I have my 78.6 level and my 88.6 level. Say that then. 1 minute 88.6. And then again, basically, you know, oh, what I did when price did come up to my entry, now I would find my devil's advocate position. So now I would take it from the low to the high, the fib, and see where price could potentially reverse on me. And we said it could have reversed right there. So this is where I would use risk management and move my stop loss to my entry and take profit at this level because it is the 1 minute POI. So that is where anything would change within my trade. You know what happened? We came here, boom, we went through it, hit take profit on this trade. Now we were like, ooh, can we find another sniper entry? So what did we do? We took a fib from the high where we entered to the low where we took profit. Oh my god, this is so fun. And then we just took the 78.6 and the 71 and the 88.6. Again, boom, came down, marked up my devil's advocate, see how it reacted right off. So I've already taken partials and secured my stop loss risk free. And then what I did is I did the devil's advocate position again, where I said I took it from the low to the high, found out my POI, waited for the mitigation to enter another buy, and then, oh no, man, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. And you can just be liquid with the price like that. Look at that. Triggered. Okay. POI, something could go wrong. Devil's advocate position. Nope. Went through it. Hit take profit. Reversed. Great. Obviously on the chart, mark up the second entry. Here it is. 1 minute POI number 2. And this was the 1 minute POI number 1. What's that? No. Number 1. Okay. See how price reacts again and again and again off these levels. So this was a quick study case, obviously, for EURUSD. Really an easy strategy to use. A really easy methods and confirmations to find structure. I'll go over again. I use the MACD 4C to find the structure points. The TDI for price action in real life, and candlesticks and line charts to figure out what it is that's happening. Let's say you go to where price is right now. Now I really don't like this, it's bearish, so we're going to be looking for sells. So let's go a little bit higher time frame. We are in my bullish POI. We did hit the 88.6 level. Look at that. Right on. Right on. Right on. Sorry about that. So hold on. We said the 4 hour is bearish. The 1 hour is also bearish. 1 hour is bearish. Will the time frames align? Let's see. All right, we're back. On the 30-minute high, lower, 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 low. Oh man, I think we look pretty bearish here too, honestly. Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, let's go on the 1 minute on these fractals, and let's do some calculations. All of that doesn't mind me really. All right, London opened over here. We might be getting some movement in New York, which is in another 3 hours or so, 2 hours, 4, 5 hours. Yeah, I don't like price action, to be honest. Let's see. I mean, this wasn't really a high. Let's see if we manage. Now, obviously, you know, risking 0.5%, and the timing has to be right for me to take the trade. If the timing is not right, I'm not going to take any trades. Okay, so I'm going to call that again my 1 minute POI. Number 1, my 88.6 level. 1 minute 88.6. Alright, let's see. We have not quite yet got to that area. So I might be looking for potential sells over here. To be quite honest, I would much prefer to see something like this. Alright, this is more structured to me. High on the 1 minute. And 1 POI number 2. You know what I'm saying? And then the 88.6 level. I'm just doing the same thing over and over and over again. The 1 minute. We just leave price action from here. Really, we leave price action to do what it wants. If it's going to come up here, then it might reverse. If it's gonna come up here, then it might reverse. If not, then we're wrong. Please trade at your own risk. Trade at your own risk. Make sure you use proper risk management. I will add another risk management class to this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me or add me on Instagram. Alright, so IG is at mo.techno. Alright, add me on IG if you haven't already. Ask me any questions you have. See if you want mentorship, if you want help with trading, obviously if you want to catch some nice monstrous trades. And if you want to catch some quick ping pong ping pong trades as well, just like we did over here, then definitely feel free to reach out to me or the team. Boom, you know, these were it was a nice day yesterday. I don't really have to force any trades today, but we had a nice 2 sells to a buy with hedging positions. Yeah, now really it's just up to see if Euro USD is gonna do anything bullish. If it will, because okay, let's see. If we are gonna head in for a buy, I will not do it anywhere above this area. All right, and this area. Now, if price decides to do something other than that, then that's fine, because we have just enough potential to go further down as well. See, we can just as much go and blast this down. But I'm gonna keep that my 1 minute PY for the buy and my 1 minute 88.6 for the buy. So if price comes anywhere there, I would have a long position down here. What is the stop loss? It's gonna be a crazy stop loss. 3 pips. 3 pip stop loss. Alright, so that's a 1 to 4 right there. If it works, sweet. If it doesn't work, we move on to the next one. It's a 0.5% risk that I am willing to take. Any losses will not frustrate me whatsoever. I can lose 10 times and still win once and be profitable. Trade safe, trade smart money, guys. And we're going to end this stream. Thank you so much for hopping on today.